Hi Aquarius, how's everybody doing? We are here with a general and timeless reading. If you are new, welcome to the channel. If you are an OG, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay. I'm seeing there be a focus on what it is that you feel now is appropriate to spend and invest your time, your resources, your energy. I'm seeing this be connected with a relationship of sorts. This can be you being in a space where you're like, I really want to manifest a relationship into my life, or I really want to manifest harmony into an already existing relationship. For those of you that are single and looking for somebody to connect with, I was seeing the Ace of Cups, so the Ace of Cups can be an opportunity to be connecting with somebody new. There may be somebody that you're going to meet. We're going to get further into this and see what exactly this is about. But this would be you being in a space where you're like, I am actually ready to build this within my life, to commit to this. Seems like you patiently taking the time to do this and to really do this right is going to be the important part. Meaning, really making sure that when things come up, you are analyzing them and asking yourself, like, am I compatible with this? Is this going to be something that will truly bring me a sense of fulfillment and really meet my needs? So it's not just about picking somebody at random and trying to force something to fit. This is about really reading the room in regard to what you're looking for and what truly feels compatible with you. Which means like keeping an open mind. This is what I was seeing. I was seeing this. I also kept seeing the Seven of Pentacles. I'm sure that is soon going to come out as well. And I was also seeing the Ace of Cups. So, Four of Wands speaks about harmony. It speaks about a relationship. It can be things getting more serious. But there can just be a focus of, like, I want this within my life. I want to be with another person. I want to be able to share things. I want to have stability with somebody. Maybe even a sense of routine with somebody special. Somebody that feels worth it to you to connect with. Somebody that would enhance your life in some way. The quality. You may have been in a spot before where maybe you needed some time to yourself. Yeah, I'm seeing you feeling lonely, like feeling there be a sense without. So if you're in a relationship right now, this can be you being in a spot where you're like, I don't really feel hope for this relationship. I'm not really feeling like this is something that I necessarily need, or it's not really feeling like it's in alignment with me and my desires or my needs. Or what feels right to have in my life right now. I'm seeing yellow and orange here. I'm also seeing green. So if you are single right now and you're feeling this energy, this would mean you being in a space where it's like you see people in relationships and you think about like what those times when you were happy in relationships, or you're looking at movies and you're like, look at that couple up there on the screen, and you're in a space where you're like, I feel like that thing is missing from my life. Five of Pentacles is feeling like a poverty about something, and I'm seeing it be connected with a relationship. So whether you have a relationship in your life right now or you don't, the feeling is the same of like not having that type of relationship that you're looking for. And maybe even losing hope a little bit, because Five of Pentacles can be kind of drastic of like, I'm never going to find that right person, or things are never going to balance out, or I'm never going to feel that harmony. But can be a bit black and white. But yeah, maybe you just feel like you've been losing hope over something, or you feel you're in a hopeless situation at times. Because this can be a fluid thing where it's like it comes up sometimes and other times you feel fine, you know. Just because we're talking about an emotion or a feeling or a thought. This is just a snapshot. So like it can be different 5 minutes from now, you know. But what I'm seeing right now is this feeling of, I know what things could be like, and I know that if I had the opportunity to connect with this person, things could be really fantastic, and I want somebody that sees commitment in a similar and compatible way to me and has shared values, or I want somebody that I can live with and things feel compatible with that person. But I'm not really feeling that right now. Like I may not be feeling support, or I may not be feeling like I have that opportunity that I want to have, or just the right person hasn't come along, things like that. Or I'm in a situation right now with someone that, again, like that feeling, it's not resonating with me. So I'm seeing you making a plan to kind of go out exploring, testing the waters is what this looks like to me. There may be like an adventure or something that you're going to be participating in. This is an Aquarius reading. I'm getting there to be a question about that. Yes, this is an Aquarius reading, but we all have Aquarius somewhere in our charts, so anybody may resonate with this. Okay. I am seeing you going after something that you want. It seems like you get this image of something that you want in your head, and I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, I'll do what I need to do and kind of set up the chess pieces to procure this thing. Yeah, look. What it is that you want. This is feeling like you don't have something that you want, or that you don't have the opportunity to get this thing that you want. I'm seeing it come back to like a relationship or a marriage, a partnership. But Four of Wands reminds me of like I see it personally as a higher level commitment. Like I see the Lovers as more so being a partnership, but there may not be like boundaries and rules and regulations. With the Four of Wands, I see that more as being like in a serious relationship with somebody where there's a higher level commitment, and it can be a marriage or you live with the person, stuff like that. But that's like subjective to me. You can interpret this as you wish to. The reason why this seems to be coming up, because your guides aren't just going to bring this to the table and be like, look at how sad you feel about this without reason. This is more so your guides being like, hey, check in. This is something that you want, and this is something that you don't feel you have, and this is also something that you're capable of manifesting. Even if right now you're like, why hasn't this happened yet? I want to find somebody. I want to connect with them. There is a plan being made associated with what you want. So this means that a checking in about what you want is coming through, which there are multiple ways to check in about what you want. You can be in a situation that is not what you want, that is telling you what you do want, and you can also be in a space where you're just thinking about what it is that you want, and that's kind of leading you, whether it be out of deficit or other. So you're making a plan associated with what you are hoping for, what you're wishing for, what you desire. So I'm seeing you be proactive here. Okay? If you're not, you will be soon, shortly. Because there's going to be a 2 means that there's some sort of option that's coming up. I'm feeling a very excited feeling. Ooh, a mystery. We have the moon here. Yeah, for some of you, this plan has not fallen into play yet. I'm seeing your guides doing something behind the scenes that you may not be aware of yet. But yeah, you are going to have an option. There's going to be a plan that's going to be made. But I'm only seeing it be at the point where, like, I'm seeing you be at the drawing board, okay? What it is you're writing on the drawing board, I don't know yet. That's kind of what the mystery is right now. So we have the moon coming out. This represents Pisces in the major arcana. Definitely going to be a decision upcoming for you. But I'm seeing, for some of you, this decision or this opportunity, it has not been presented yet. And that's why we're not getting details at this point in time. But you will know it when you see it. Okay, some of you have been fighting with a partner. Or you just have a bad taste in your mouth based off of past experiences. But I'm seeing you look at this, but you may not have wanted to look at this. See, if you're in a connection with somebody and you just cannot see eye to eye with this person, I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, this no longer even feels like a relationship anymore. And I'm kind of scared to think about what I want here because there's this subconscious energy that I kind of get like a blurred image of what this thing is, and I don't really want to bring it to the front and see it in HD because then I'm going to realize that I'm in a situation that I don't want to be in, and then that means I need to do something about it or just sit with it and be like, this is what I chose. But yeah, I'm seeing you like fighting yourself. There's this part of you that's like, let's look into this and see what's going on here. And then there's this other part of you that's like, no, I'm scared. I don't want to look more deeply into this situation. It's almost like not wanting to face what you want because of what that means for where you are right now. So there definitely can be like a sense of avoidance. But I'm seeing it get to the point where you're like, I feel so at odds with myself that I have no other option than to look at this. So we are getting to the point of making headway with this situation. About how you're feeling. Yeah, here it is. It is going to be on you to take action to go after what you want. And to make a plan, whatever this plan is. As I said before, some of you haven't gotten to this point where like this plan is being made. So if you don't know what this is about, that's okay. You are going to know soon. You're going to be faced with a decision. Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying before. Being in this space where you're feeling at odds with yourself, again, could be also at odds with a partner too. This is somebody that you have some sort of commitment with, or it's something having to do with your living situation. This is like, I need to look into this, but you may be fighting yourself and be like, I don't know if I really want to look all the way into this, because then it is going to reveal to me what I really want, and then I'm going to have to be ready to take action and make something happen, which means also there's going to be a conversation and you getting into a space where you're really admitting this first to yourself, maybe then to another person. But whatever that conversation is, I'm seeing there be like a cloud over top of it. Almost like we can't look into that aspect of it. Well, I mean, actually we could if we went prying, but I don't think that we need to do that. I think that there's a reason why that's there, and I think it's something that you're going to be able to uncover yourself. I don't think that it needs to be spoken about here. So, as I said before about you getting put in a spot where you're going to have to make a decision, that's what all of this is coming down to. But I'm seeing it be, because the moon is over top of this card, it's kind of like there's a decision here, but it's going to take some digging up for you to realize, oh, that's a choice that I need to make. Because if you avoid or ignore this as you've been, then it's almost like you don't know that that choice is there to make. It's kind of like not seeing something or not realizing something because you didn't dig far enough to see what was going on down there. And I'm seeing like pain or disappointment or sadness or grieving that's associated with this choice, or like needing to confront something and admit it. And that may be why you've been sort of hesitant to bring this to the front, because it means facing unpleasant emotions. that I do get this sense that you know that they're there, but you may again have been sort of avoiding this to not have to face them and be like, yeah, they are there, you know, and really like actually feel it. Because then there would be admitting that, like, if I'm unhappy, I need to do something here. I need to take action. And I'm seeing you come out as the King of Wands. And this is about you being like, I know what I want. I'm going to make the decisions even if it's difficult for me to do. Pluto next to you is like, I'm going to leave no stone left unturned. I want to understand all of this. I really want to analyze what's going on here, especially mentally for me, with Pluto here, connected with this relationship of yours, connected with your desires. And also we have the Magician on the other side of you. And this is about getting to the point of talking about something that, or admitting something to yourself, then potentially having a conversation with someone. For those of you that have somebody involved with this, getting to the point of having a conversation with them. And also to have like Pisces be the only zodiac here. The thing with Pisces is that when Pisces is in its shadow, and remember we all have Pisces somewhere in our charts. The thing with Pisces shadow is that when Pisces is in its shadow, it can be like, I'm going to martyr myself for this situation, even though I'm not happy within it. I'm going to sacrifice myself. And Pisces energy is a beautiful energy because it speaks about unconditional love and the things that we do for other people. However, we also need to be holding ourselves to that standard within our relationship with ourselves. And the shadow of Pisces can also be like, let me escape, let me run away, let me avoid this situation, or let me not be totally honest, or let me fool myself into believing this. So this is about meeting like your mind with your emotions here and uncovering what's going on. For some of you, you have a Pisces Mercury. All right. If you don't have a Pisces Mercury, you can definitely still resonate with this reading, but that placement particularly I'm seeing in this spread. You're in a space where you're like, man, I gotta start all over again. That may be hard for you because you could be in a spot where you're like, the last time that I gave things a chance, look where I ended up, you know? So if you're single right now, you could be thinking back to other relationships that did not work out. Clearly, if you're single, things that have not come to be. And if you're right now within a relationship, you can be like, this relationship is just ending. What if this next one, it's just the same thing? Like maybe not trusting your judgment and being like, again, now I have to start all over. It's that feeling of being like sad about this adventure. But the Fool is saying like, we can get excited about this thing and you can have this be like a new experience for you to learn and to see what's out there and to grow and to find a situation that feels more fitting to you. You are going to be getting there. I get this sense that, you know, sometimes when you've just been feeling like kind of numb and so you feel sort of turned off to everything, there is going to be something in the environment that is like a lightning bolt of electricity that strikes you in just the right way, that something comes alive that was not feeling alive before, and this is going to motivate you to get moving, okay? With that being said, we are going to end the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.